So the final part of the banking section within this guide for QuickBooks is to do with bank reconciliation. We do recommend that you do a bank reconciliation on a monthly basis to try and keep on top of it. Basically, what a reconciliation means is that you're going to be comparing the transactions you've got within your QuickBooks Online profile against what is actually on your physical bank statements. The idea is that this in QuickBooks balance here should identically match the bank balance figure here, which if you have a live bank account connected, should be pretty live based on the last time you updated the bank. In this scenario, we haven't got a bank account connected as this is a dummy account, but you will have a live figure here and these two figures should match. If they don't, it does indicate that there's a discrepancy against what's in your bank account and what's in your QuickBooks account, and you need to discover where that difference has arose. The best way to do that is to start off with a reconciliation. So to do a reconciliation, you can navigate up to the Company Cog and click on Reconcile under Tools. You need to select the correct account, so if you have more than one bank account, you might want to just double check which one you're doing. We do recommend that you reconcile all accounts, including cash if you do deal with cash, as this one often leads to quite a few discrepancies, as you can imagine. But we're going to do the current account in this scenario. Now what this will be here is your ending balance on your statement. So I have a statement in front of me and for today's date is the 24th of April. I have got a balance of £1,384 and 80 pence, and that's what's showing on my closing statement. And then I can simply put in today's date, or a little shortcut for you. If you press T on your keyboard, that will automatically take you to today's date. Now, as you can see at the moment, we have a difference up here in the right-hand side of the screen. The idea of the reconciliation is that you should have all your transactions ticked, and this difference should read 0 with a nice green button showing. So what I'm going to do is tick all of the transactions. As I can see, there's a few in there that haven't been ticked. So to do that, you can click on this little button here, and it says, are you sure you want to select all of these transactions? And click yes, and there you go. So here you can see this is the ideal figure. You want no difference. You want all of your transactions to be ticked. If there are some that are unticked, there is an error somewhere with that transaction and you need to investigate why. Now, there are numerous reasons why transactions have gone in error, especially if you're using third-party apps such as Receipt Bank or Auto Entry, as this can cause quite a few duplications if you're not quite sure on how to use the system. But that would be something that maybe we'd need to have a look into for you if you couldn't work it out yourself. It's quite hard to explain reconciliation differences as they all vary from business to business. But the ideal is that you get this 0 difference here. So if you have used this select all option and it goes to 0, that's great news because you haven't got much more work to do. However, if you do press this select all and there is a difference showing up here, you are going to need to untick them and then go through line by line on your bank statement, the transactions, and tick them off individually against QuickBooks. So for example, I can see the first line on my statement is for an expense of £30 to Vodafone, that's on there. And then I would work my way through down the bank statement and ticking off each transaction as I go. This will then leave you with maybe 1 or 2 transactions that don't appear on the bank statement that are in your QuickBooks profile. And these are the ones you might need to have a little investigation into, because if they're not on your bank statement, they didn't happen. So there's obviously been a mistake in QuickBooks somewhere when inputting some of the data. This is especially common with Receipt Bank and Auto Entry, as it's very easy to put in duplications when using the integration with them. Also, what you might find is you go through your bank statement, you select them all and you think, no, there's still a difference. There might be a difference up here. So I would always advise checking the beginning balance up here on the top, making sure that's correct, and clicking on Edit Info and checking that you've entered the ending balance correct and the ending date. Once you're happy, you can click Finish Now, and that's your reconciliation done.